I'm trying to get the canvas to look like a weathered floor or look like what a river looks like. I'm trying to recreate what we naturally see every day and then draw on top of that. Looking at the paint, I naturally just see faces, and that's what I draw. The paint tells me the story. I don't know how artists see life. I know how I see things. Everywhere I look, I see faces, images, creatures. Even on this stone wall, there's a nose here and a mouth and eyes. I accept that it's a face, and that's what I do with my paint too. It's there, I see it, so I want you to see it. So I draw it, I outline it. It's a face. Look at this guy right here. He's got his protruding eyes and a beak sort of nose, mouth. If you hang out in the woods long enough, you won't feel alone. I don't get inspiration from the way I see things. I'm inspired by the process. The doing the art is my inspiration. I don't use a traditional formula to do my work. I don't do sketches or planning. I trust that the paint will end up telling me a story. I tried a lot of different techniques with this, including dumping paint thinner to get random effects here, using a broom to pull the paint across the canvas. The paintings are personal, so I created the symbols and people can use them in their own life and dissect the painting in their way. This represents your higher power, your guide. This piece is called Love, the energy between the two people here, looking at each other. They're drinking it in. When I know that there's enough options in the paint to draw on, then I stop painting. When I saw this face starting to develop, I just accentuated it. I made eyes. I made the nose. Once the acrylic is dry, I'll spray the piece down and wipe it down. Let it totally dry, everything, and then I start the drawing. The worlds that I see inside this piece, I will outline and draw for everyone to see. I usually know when the piece is going to be really exciting to me. When instantly I see faces and the story's just popping out and it almost looks like it could be done, but I have to outline it for the satisfaction and the acknowledgement of that it's there. The difference between working with wood and working with the canvas is the canvas I have to prepare the surface to draw on. With the wood, it's already there for me. The grain is the story. I drew this eye, and from that eye, I saw that he's got a nose there. This is what I started with. Immediately I saw the eyes and the nose here. I took it to here.
It really appeals to not only people who know art and love art and buy art, but people who have never bought any art before in their life. And as a gallery owner, I love that. I love that about her work.
Each piece is totally unique. I could never do two pieces the same because a tree doesn't grow the same exactly.
I find it really interesting and unique about Cristine's work that she doesn't know what's going to happen.
I have to think when I look at the art. I can't just be like, oh, that's a pretty house and keep walking. I have to actually stop and look at it and think about it.
I have to do my art. It's not a choice. It's my tool so that I could get through every day. With my paintings, you always see something new every time you look. It'll take years before you see everything in it or see it the way I do. My work is not static. I've actually heard Your work looks very much like looking through an aquarium where you're not staring at just any one particular fish, you're just watching it swim around.